Last time we met, I talked about getting great color at capture with the Color Checker Passport. Now it's time to edit and print those images. Even though our shoot was a portrait session, everything we're going to talk about today applies to nature and landscape photography images as well. Since we use the Color Checker Passport to first set custom white balance and then create a custom camera profile for the shoot, we know the color in our photos is right where we want it to be. To make this happen, we need to do two things. First, calibrate and profile our monitor, and secondly, create a custom printer profile. Let's start with the monitor. Many monitors come out of the box brighter, more contrasty, and sometimes more blue than they should. And for certain activities like games, that may be fine. However, if you're a photographer, you need to be certain that what you're seeing on your display is an accurate depiction of the color, tonal range, brightness, and contrast that are really in your image. Only a calibrated and profiled monitor can make this happen. If you don't take this first step, it's impossible to make accurate editing decisions on your images. So let's take a look at how easy this is to do. The ColorMunki Photo software is simple to use. You can calibrate and profile your monitor in just a few minutes, and no technical understanding is necessary. After you choose some basic settings, ColorMunki does two things. First, it measures the monitor luminance or brightness. Then it measures color. An overly bright monitor will make shadows and midtones appear much brighter than they really are in your photo. If you judge your images on a monitor set too bright, they're always going to print much darker. After getting the monitor brightness under control, the software sends colors to the screen to be measured by the ColorMunki. The profile is created from these results, automatically saved and put to use. Then you can be sure that the image you are editing on the screen is being accurately displayed. Now that our monitor is correctly calibrated and profiled, it's time to do the same for our printer. Now you might ask, why can't I just use the profiles that my printer manufacturer provides? Well, you could. But when you create a custom printer profile, you're getting an exact snapshot of how color is produced on your printer and paper combination. Factory supplied paper profiles may be pretty close or they may be way off. Depends on factors such as the paper you use and your working environment. Since a custom printer profile is specific to your printer and paper combination, it's not an approximate match, it's an exact one. The printer profiling process is similar in some ways to what we saw during monitor profiling. Instead of sending colors to the screen, they're printed on the specific paper you are using. ColorMunki Photo first prints out a test chart, and after it dries, we measure the color patches. It's very easy to do. Simply click and drag along the color chart and follow the on-screen instructions. Once the first test chart has been measured, ColorMunki does some of its magic. The data from the measured color patches are analyzed, and the calculated corrections are applied to a second chart that contains new colors. You then print and dry the second chart and measure it just like the first one. This two-step process creates the most accurate profile. After the second chart is measured, ColorMunki Photo creates and saves the profile automatically. With a monitor and printer that are profiled, I can be sure that they are talking the same color language. I can also be sure that my prints will match the image I see on my display. No more guessing, no more making 5 prints in an attempt to get that one good one. I've got my clients coming to the studio to view the images from their photo shoot. I really like to show edited images using a digital projector because I found that people buy what they see. If you show someone an 8x10 print, that's what they're going to buy. By using a projector, I can show 16x20s, 24x36s, 30x40s, or even larger without having the expense of printing large sample prints. To do this effectively, you need to make sure your projector is showing accurate color. Now, you've probably been at presentations where the speaker apologized for the projected images and said, "Oh, if you could only see this on my screen." Well, with the ColorMunki Photo, you can also calibrate and profile your projector just like we did for our monitor. To profile a projector, the colors are projected onto the screen and the ColorMunki reads the values of the reflected colors. The rest of the process is exactly the same as monitor profiling. Having my projector profiled means that the projected images match what I see on my monitor. I can then confidently present color-correct images to my clients at any size I like. During our photo shoot, we ensured great color at capture by setting a custom white balance and creating a custom profile for our camera with our Color Checker Passport. And now by having my monitor, printer, and projector profiled with ColorMunki Photo, I get consistent and accurate color in my images wherever I view them. I know that my photo edits are correctly displayed, and the prints I get from both my desktop printer and my lab match the images I see on my monitor. Put the Color Checker Passport and ColorMunki Photo into your workflow and take control of color from capture to edit to output. End the frustrations of bad color. No more dark prints. You'll save time, save money, and you'll get the best results possible each and every time.